Allegedly, it's just the word allegedly. It's what I heard allegedly. It's on the street allegedly. I sing to the beat allegedly. Allegedly, allegedly, it's what I heard allegedly. It's just the word allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue allegedly. It won't help you allegedly. Allegedly. Allegedly.
One more
Which
again.
one of you was flat?
Hear me on in.
Allegedly, it's just the word allegedly. It's what I heard allegedly. It's on the street allegedly. I sing to the beat allegedly. Allegedly, allegedly, it's what I heard allegedly. It's just the word allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue allegedly. It won't help you allegedly. 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 Bitch, one of you was flat.
Sure was. Sure was. Who wants to shimmy on in the room? Who wants to shimmy on in the room? I figure we can have a little bit of a late night polish party. You know how we love a polish party. And since it is the holiday season, I'm going to be choosing from my Fa La 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 collection. Fa La 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 La. Let's see. Let's do something red and actually, you know what? We're gonna experiment because you know I love to mix these colors. These colors mix so well. I'm gonna start off with a dark Dakota base. This gives you a blood red. And then I'm gonna put the Sarah, which is the sparkly, very sparkly Christmas shine over it. Who wants to shimmy on in the room? We have had quite a week of full free press. And when I say full free press, honey, I mean full free press and promotion. I never knew my power to annoy would come in such handy. I never knew. Well, I'm going to tear the street up. That man, my gift of irritation, through my skills of loquation, have people talking about me all across this nation. Facts are facts, America. Fetch is happening. Fetch is happening. You know what Kyle Richards is doing right now? Thinking about me. She's thinking about that man. I bet you, Kyle, you in here right now. You're in here watching me in your beautiful home. Hey, beautiful home. Danny, I know you in there too. How you doing? Girl, I made you relevant. And I'm damn near making you likable. It's amazing what a black man can do. What that man can do. That man. That man. Oh, yeah, honey, we just started. Am I going to wear a... Oh, shimmy on in the room. I put the link in there. Am I going to wear a That Man shirt to BravoCon? Well, I may wear a That Man shirt one day. I think I'll just wear a shirt with me on it. With me asking her the question on it. I'll just wear the shirt and then I'll wear the same outfit. I could just wear the same outfit because I am that man. I have the original outfit. who we can write to ask them to give me a panel at the next BravoCon, we're going to find out. Let's see. Let me put that. I've got a Google document of all the ideas. And I'm going to put that in there. Who do I have the viewers email to get me a panel on BravoCon, at BravoCon? Because the thing is, like, I also have to walk a very fine line of leaning into this and making it my moment, but not overshadowing Bravo because it's their event. But it is, I do feel something like a runaway train at this moment where it's like, I feel like I'm the unofficial, but somewhat official BravoCon mascot. Like, I was the belle of the ball at BravoCon. Like, I was working it and being seen. Chris and I both were. We got chosen by production to do, you know, some B-roll footage for them. We got to interview Giselle. So, like, they definitely knew us. And they were like, oh, wow, they're setting every panel we were at. The questions we asked, you know, set the room on fire. You know what, Mademoiselle H? I'm going to say something. And this is beautiful discourse here. I don't disagree with you that you don't like how Dorit and Garcelle interact. But seeing how Dorit is with Bose, I feel that what we've been seeing with Dorit and Garcelle is more two women that just don't like each other rather than one woman that is being, you know, racially insensitive. Now, I'm saying Dorit ain't said some dumb stuff, but I feel like now that we're seeing that friendship, it's like, oh, they just don't like each other. Okay, that makes sense. There may not be a racial undertone to it. They just don't get along. They just don't mess with each other. So because another reviewer on TikTok, I forget her name, but she pointed it out. I was like, oh, okay, you know, that makes sense. Bronx. Bronx. Insomnia is right. And I think that I also think that Dorit versus Garcelle, like, it's gotten old. And it's like the way it's looking, it's like Garcelle kind of, why do you care? Like, okay, you and her don't get along, but like when she had that divorce announcement, you just had to take that long-winded jab. That was low. That was low. It like, you can dislike someone, but then there can become a point where it's like, don't you carry it too long and become unlikable. Well, also, why would Bose go along with that? If Bose don't take nobody's mess, Bose don't take mess for a minute. That's a woman where I'm like, you ain't pulling nobody's wool over her eyes. The fact that she fucks with Dorit is a low key cosign where it's like, okay, all right, I'm enjoying this. I think it just may be they just don't like each other, and that happens. But I like you. Everybody likes you. What you looking for? Hmm. He is the best thing in the world. Who wants to shimmy on in? You know what? Honestly, I think Garcelle is. Well, it's early in the season. It is early in the season, so we're gonna see what she brings. It's just been a couple of seasons of coasting, and we love to see everybody get activated. And it's nice to see Kyle and Dorit activated, even though they activated over me, over me, over me, over me, over me. What are you sniffing at? Stay away from those windows. Get on the bed. He's sniffing at something. I don't think that's true, Mademoiselle H. I don't think that's true. Some of them we'll never know who really did what, but I don't think that's true. I think some people say some things out. Okay, there he is. Out of touch. But I think there's a lot more nuance to it than that. I think there's also, we forget, genuine dislike that is not rooted in race. That's rooted in every time this heifer won't shut up. Like the normal things about people that irritate us. Like, I don't dislike you because you're white. I dislike you because you can't drive. I don't hate you because you're short. I hate you because you let the door shut in my face. Do they all have a date for BravoCon next year? Me. Oh, Teddy moving in with Kyle. Honey, let's crack it open. Exactly, Miss Ann. Exactly. We forget there are a whole bunch of other reasons, inane and justified, that we can't stand a motherfucker for. And these heifers work together. So they're like, this heifer's always late. This one's perfume, get on my nerves. That one always got dog hair everywhere. This one's smelling funny. Natural deodorant wearing people. I can't mess with nobody with natural deodorant. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Let's see. Are they going to talk about PK being an alcoholic because he was trying to provide a lifestyle they couldn't afford? Now, he somewhat alluded to that at that last scene he had with her when he said, your ambition and this lifestyle. They could not afford that lifestyle in Beverly Hills. Like they could afford a nice lifestyle in Philadelphia. They would be as rich as they want to be in Philadelphia. They would be as rich as they wanted to. They ain't got New York money. They ain't really got LA money. They would be rich as they wanted to be in Philadelphia or Las Vegas, where they could have like a $1.5 million house that looks like a $1.5 million house. But Kyle moving in with what do you call it? Teddy. Well, it's two married divorced days.
Well, Teddy's not really exactly a divorcee, I would
Well,
say.
they're both about to be. All that's left, like those marriages are irrevocably broken.
Yes,
Irrevocably
legally.
broken. I mean, that mirror is on the floor in a million, billion, bajillion pieces. Bajillion. That shit is smashed to dust. And you saw how happy Mauricio was. Like he is. And the thing is, like I have seen that so many times with men where they are like, I have done, where their conscience is clear because he is like, I've done everything I am supposed to have done as a man for my family. You walked out. Your ass walked out, and it's too late. No turning back now. I believe I've fallen out of love. And He is like, I am free. I done paid for everybody to go to college. Everybody
Mm,
got good jobs. Everybody is set up. I have done my job as a man. Now, just because you decided to like puss baby, go with God.
yes, he's like same here, but it's like,
Same.
and
And
it's like,
also, it's I could see 20 like raising the kids, like going through all that
uh-huh,
stuff. Like after 30 years, it's like I want a second act. I want to do something different. He still looks good. He's still attractive. He's at that perfect age for men where he is giving daddy and zaddy, and he's
mhm,
got a lot of life left. And it's like, I see, like, why would you want to be with a lesbian?
yeah. I,
Unless you're a lesbian.
I mean,
Like,
Mauricio,
that'd be like me getting with a woman for what? Why would I waste her time? The
yeah,
hell am
I'm
I going to do for her but paint her nail? And hell, you see, I get polish all over my cuticles. She don't want none of that.
oh,
Like, we gonna get the fuck away from my hands. Like, look, you can
oh,
help me pick some colors out, but that's about it.
hmm. Exactly. And like, I feel like Mauricio and Kyle, let's be honest, both of them, like, they raised some children, together. They lived a life where it's like it's the end of their chapter for both of them. For like for
And
the
it's and it's a beautiful end. It's like, nobody's cheated without, I feel like they had something of an
yeah,
open
they're
marriage,
open.
like most people do after so many years together like that.
Mhm.
Um, I don't think anybody cheated outside of the agreement. I think it's an ending. It's like after all that, I get it. I get
Mhm.
it. It's time for the second act. And also, I could see like having been a father all those years, having always had to be dependable. I know he's like, I just want to be selfish. I don't want to
Exactly.
have to worry about my wife. I don't want to have to worry about my kids. I want to worry about me. And I don't want to feel guilty for that. And now that I've taken care of my kids and my wife wants to be a lesbian, I'm free.
Yeah. It's just wrap it up, Mauricio. You're still, your sperm cells. And if you want to be going with these young women, yeah, please practice protection because you will have an oops or an accident. But
He
yeah,
probably has a vasectomy.
oh, okay, then yeah, go free then. But still. And it's like, I don't know. It's just Kyle Teddy, and with this whole thing with Teddy's situation, it's just you picked a really good one, I guess.
Well, Teddy's going to cheat on Kyle.
Yeah, I can see it.
Because now also, I think why Kyle wants to go back to Mauricio, you're playing with the big girls now.
Uh-huh.
And it's one thing to play gay games when you can, always tip back to your husband.
Oh no.
It's one thing to play gay games then when you can tip back to your wife
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, oh, it's just a dalliance and home is always there and safe and there's a stable relationship. But now you out in the cold with gay games. And
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, you put all of this on Front Street. If Mauricio had done this, he would be every kind of with the shit with Morgan. If Mauricio had done that with a woman, he would be every kind of a low down, dirty, cheating, worthless. But she does it. Nobody says anything. He
Yeah.
felt away.
Yeah. It's like,
He
Kyle, you
felt
are
away, but
messed.
he didn't say anything. But I think also why he's laughing is he's like, babe, this is your karma. You want to publicly cheat and embarrass me. And it's like, all right, go with the girls then and see what it's really like. And see
Yeah.
why Kyle is now realizing being a lesbian is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah. Shoot.
Because you ask any woman why they wouldn't be with the woman. And 90% of the time, it is not the sex act. It is, well, women.
The social act.
And that's women saying that. Because I'm like, well, why don't you just, you don't like men? Like, What's wrong with them? They're like, mm-mm. They like, I could deal with vagina, but women, they
Mhm.
can be a lot. That women can be very determined.
Oh yes, like
And it's, you just don't
men
want them
would
determined
drop you.
against you.
Yeah, men will drop you. Women, I feel like, will destroy you. And it's
Yup,
just
100%. Men will move on. Women know they're going to finish the job.
yes. It's like you still breathing and happy? Oh no.
Exactly. And a woman on woman, ooh, baby, that's nuclear.
Uh
That's nuclear. And so I think that's why she's like, we're not even saying her name. I'm not speaking for her. It's like, girl, did you get
oh.
played?
And Mauricio really is like we could have made this all amicable. I can't speak. Like nice and like a clean split, but you went out and cheated on me, and so he's like,
And the thing is, it's the LA rule, you made it public. If
exactly.
she had kept that, like Eddie knew Kyle and Teddy were having an affair and said so to In Touch Weekly, but it was never public. So it was like, all right, you ain't embarrassing me. I know what's going on, but you're not embarrassing me. But
Hmm.
once you embarrass me and the cat's out of the bag, there's like now there are things that like I could forgive privately that I can't look like that in public. I can't do that. I have to respect myself enough in pub where it's like, look, if nobody knew, I can let it
Hmm.
go. We have
Exactly.
an understanding, but our understanding was like, don't you embarrass me. Like I'm sure she told Mauricio, don't you have another kid. Like I don't care if you go have a moment, but don't you have no baby with no bitch.
Mm-hmm. And now
I
he's
am
looking
leaving
at her
Nancy Walker.
sideways. Now he's looking at her sideways, like you've been screaming at my head for not having, my public relations, and now here you are. It's just, Kyle. I pity Kyle, like with her sisters and like family relations, but then it's like you suck too, and it's like, damn, like you can't win.
Kyle, no, I don't think Kyle is too emotional to be a lesbian. I think that she is the emotional lesbian, and she's a latent life lesbian. And like with like as someone who's come out and biomis, you're there too. There is a new like it's
Oh yeah.
almost like you're in puberty again. Like you're learning all of these new emotions. You are learning how the same gender operates versus because now there are all the gender roles are out the window.
Yep. Hmm.
It's a whole new playing field, and like everything you knew from being a heterosexual, forget about it.
Yeah. And it's like she wants to still be like a woman, like with a man, but then she going back and forth is like, and she's like you said, is like puberty, and it's like I'm not against her being emotional and like kind of floundering to be honest, but it's like you're just doing it in such a toxic way, in my opinion.
I really agree with that. Like the way you did it with basically queer baiting for a full season with Morgan, and I don't know. I don't know what happened that's made her say, like, okay, I'm never going to say her name, but my plot line this year is my evolving sexuality. It's like, I feel you could have handled it so much. Like, if you had just said this last year,
Mm.
my sexuality is evolving. I never thought I would be at this point in my life, but this is my life and this is my journey, and I'm going to be honest and I'm going to share. If you had done that from the beginning, oh my God, the outpouring of support, the everyone, like it would have been so amazing. We would have watched you and your friendship with Morgan. We knew that shit would have fizzled out, but everything would have made so much more sense rather than doing it this ass backward way. And I feel like Mo would have stood, like, I feel like the merit, like, Mo would have been like, yeah, maybe we could have an open marriage. And then I think also that that fence could have been torn down. And it's like, Yeah, we love each other. We have a family. The marriage is a little open. It's our
Yeah.
marriage. We get to do what we want.
Can you
And
imagine what her daughters are thinking about this too? It's like not even.
they know their mama's a lesbian.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's just how she's like acting around.
No, honey, here's the thing. Them kids been new.
Yep.
You don't grow up with a lesbian mama and not know it.
Yes. Yes.
Children question their parents' sexuality. Just because you had me don't mean you heterosexual. And sometimes you like, I have some friends that were like, God, my father should have been gay. He would have been happy.
I mean, yeah, Alex. Not to be too personal, but like I think your father's like one of the lucky ones. You know, some men like go till they dead, basically. Not
Yeah,
be
exactly. And never
affected.
figure it out, never challenge themselves. Um, but I feel like kids knew. I'm glad that she was open and had that conversation with them. And it's like tell them first. Tell
Yeah.
them before they find out. Before it becomes a thing, like go on, it's like, hold on, before you hear it on the street, let me
Mhm.
let you know what's going on. But I feel like them kids been new.
Yeah. Yeah, because Kyle always felt so restrictive of herself. Like ever since we knew her on the show, I always felt like she's always putting not just an act, but it's like something that she just wants to do more in a sense with her life. And
But
I
I think but I think the way that she's done it now with like this, ooh, am I a lesbian? Am I not a lesbian? Like that type of gay baiting is so 90s.
it's just
Girl,
what
that
are
is so 90s. It is 2024 where we live out loud. We all take a look at our sexuality. We ask, could I be? And I really feel like most people they have that one or two persons in the world that they meet them. Oh, I'm not gay, but you.
Mhm.
You like Abe, he was like, I questioned my sexuality in college. And it's like, yeah, because you met a guy that was like, if he had been like just a little different, you would have been like, okay, you know what? I'm definitely bisexual.
hmm or at least that guy is sexual. Like I hear that a lot with not straight, but like even bi men who are leaning to one gender. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like they said like there was just this one guy. It's like if he was, even slightly curious, I probably would have married him. I
Or
have a
one
few.
guy that they had a friendship with, and it was something of a sexual friendship, and then like life happens and things move on and they don't end up together. But like there was that one guy that was like low key a boyfriend.
Exactly. And sometimes it is society where it's like, or their community that, family, friends, and whatnot are like saying, hey, either it's real or not, that they would have a problem, and they're so scared. And I frankly, I don't think Kyle has had that. Like, she lives in LA, she lives.
Um, they do. There's still a huge stigma. Like I have always been out. Like people told me I was gay at 4.
Oh.
So I never had the option of being in. So I always have to have my other friends that like have been in remind me like, hey, it's not always that easy for everybody.
hmm
Um, but I like I understand there is a stigma, and there is, even with women, there's still people will look at you differently. Women will look at you differently. Um, Men may over sexualize you. And with men, like once you're seen with a man doing anything with a man, to I would say 75 to 80% of women you're gay or you're tainted or you're just not a viable option.
Yeah.
And it's really, that is what keeps so many men in secret. Because if that was not the case, I would really say like probably 80% of men would be actively bi.
Yeah. Because a lot of us are whores.
Actively bi. And also because men and men are more compatible. We
Yeah.
want to do the same things. Like I have a friend right now, he's living with his girlfriend, and it's like a total nightmare because they don't ever want to do the same things.
Yeah. I in my opinion with that is like I do feel like men want to be in friendships more so with other men than being in like a relationship with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like they're active day to day at times. And the same thing with women.
Yep,
I
and
can't
that's the thing.
I
And
can't
that's
really
where and that's where Mauricio is right now.
Mm-hmm.
He is now in his friendship era. He gets to be friends with women again, where it's low pressure. It can also be more about me. Because when a man is in a relationship, it's okay, now I have to make her happy. I have to be the man. I have to, worry about this. Like she gets to lean on me. Who does he get to lean on?
Yeah, because women I'm gonna be it might sound
Heterosexual women are expecting men to fulfill certain roles. And we
exactly.
as a society are still navigating how men deal with emotions and how women deal with men dealing with emotions, because now we're all now realizing as a society, like, oh, we've been doing things ass backwards for a minute, but we're all in new territory and we're all figuring out this new roadmap. So nobody's beating anybody up, and this is not a men versus women thing. It's just this is a differences.
Yeah.
And with men and friendships, it is easier and they feel less pressure. Men always complain about pressure.
Yeah, like just even looking at the gay male community, like I, it's not a surprise that there's less quote unquote relationships and more relations with friends even that I would
Mhm.
that
And
is
more relations.
you know what I mean.
But really, it's because, and also some of that is an awful economy, um, because it's the pressure of these high ass rents, and you
Mm.
get into a relationship, you split in an apartment, and it's like these are real grown lady bills. And then if it's like, okay, if I want to move out, then it's going to be even more expensive. And you can end up trapped in a relationship because you can't really afford to leave.
I mean, that's for a lot of even heterosexual, lesbian. So that's relationships with this economy. That's that relationship.
And I'm like, this economy is beating the hell out of me. And I'm like, do I like being single in this economy is a special kind of hell.
hmm Oh, you better have a roommate, Alex.
No, I live in a studio.
Oh, gotcha.
No, I'm gonna just find somebody and get married, call it a damn day.
Yeah.
It's like,
Shoot.
look, like really, it's like, let's get together and we can decide to have a nice life and a good time.
hmm
And I will let you cheat in peace.
Yeah.
Peace. I would say, look, let's get together. And it's not about it's this marriage is about a mortgage. I'll have my hot tub on the roof. You'll have
hmm
your hot tub in the backyard. We can have
hmm
a full home. We can be family to each other, support each other, split orders from Costco, watch movies together, have pizza nights. But I will let you cheat in peace, in
hmm
peace, and quiet. I'll set it up for you. And here's why I do firmly believe in that. I don't want you lusting in your heart after any. Go on and because once you had like that first time, it's like, ooh, it's more with men, it's more the ooh, I got it, the thrill of the chase. Once you done had it twice, child, you're gonna bring your happy ass right on home. Right? It's like I ain't gotta worry about it. But if I let you build something in your mind and then
Yeah.
you start, that's when it can become something. So go on and
That's
talk
what
about your
embarrasses you.
situation and get it out your system. Get it out your system. If we're gonna be together forever, you're gonna have a lot to get out your system. I don't own your penis. I don't own your penis. That's the thing. We gotta realize, where did the root of marriage come from? Oh, that's white ownership. White ownership is where all that cheating stuff. And the men was allowed to go do what they wanted to do. It was the women. So when we look at, okay, that was rooted in wrong, it's like, okay, well, why would I want to rob a person I love of other sexual experiences and deny myself a couple? Just because I marry you, that don't mean you're the only person I'm gonna want to sleep with, especially if we're doing it for 40 years. It's gonna get boring. Like, it's unrealistic. Like, when you say it out loud, it's like, yeah, I don't know if that's really gonna fly.
I mean, if we look into our DNA cousins, and not to like dehumanize people, like humans lived in what would packs or something, and like it was like multiple women with one male and like stuff like that, and it's like we're not too far off from animals, so it's like we're forcing ourselves to be in certain like societal expectations, and some people can't follow them.
Oh
So,
my God. Chip H said homosexuality is really the way to go in this economy. You know what? You got a motherfucking point. I need to shack up with somebody. Let them pay the damn rent. I'll bring in groceries and be cute.
I mean,
I'm good at that.
I will always remember this live. You had you had me on again, and you said certain white men crave what's it called?
Obedience.
Obedience. Crave. The way you say crave, you meant that with your whole soul.
They do not mind being told what to do. They don't mind being led.
hmm
And it's a relief because I don't do well with being told what to do. I'm usually like the leader. I need somebody that's going to like agree that, okay, this is what I'm going to do. So are you going to tag along? And they're the ones that like to tag along.
But
Oh,
yes, I do
this
feel
is a
like
good polish. Hold on, let me show y'all. This is working out really well.
what
So,
color we are today.
we're giving a Christmas nail.
Okay. Holly.
So let's see. So this is the first that. Well, hold on. This is the base coat,
Okay.
and then I put on the sparkle. Can we see the sparkle? Can you? Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Oh,
God, that's
Alex,
loud.
did you see that new comment? Oh,
It's about to get right up under the window. That's not helping anything. God damn. I'm gonna get a water gun and start. God.
oh my God, that sounded personal.
God, is it in front of my building?
No.
Yeah. Oh.
Woosah.
Hey, Marlena.
Hey Alex, how you doing? It sounds like hell over there.
Oh my God.
That's
Yes.
okay.
Section 8 housing is quieter.
Oh, oh,
Girl.
I know it is. My mother stayed in some until my sister got her kicked out for being, you know, packaged. My sister was one of them little five-fingered thieves
oh,
who got somebody's package. And unfortunately, the fool forgot that there's cameras everywhere.
and that's
The
a
only
crime.
thing Yes, the only thing we regret is that she didn't get more time. It's
Yeah.
nice when family, where certain family members are. That way you can have some peace and quiet in life, especially during the holidays. Because, like y'all said,
Damn.
hobosexuality is a real thing. I know my sister is hobosexual, and anybody who dates her is hobosexual. My sister being the
Oh,
hobo, she's also sexual, and she once told me there's no better way to fall in love, or you don't fall in love faster than when you need a place to stay. So there we go. Now, I do know in terms of society that bonobos like to solve their problems by having sex. They have gay sex, tri-sex, any kind of sex. They do it. But as a human being and as a woman who unfortunately still has a uterus in the state of Texas, I can honestly say I have gone the way of asexuality because one, people carry all kinds of diseases on them, and two, I don't need no babies.
uh,
The state of Texas is not kind, and I don't need no more babies. I got four cats, and I can barely feed them and me.
preach.
I can understand that.
I swear,
Um,
if I die, at least I know that they'll still be eaten.
Uh, ma'am, no.
I
But
don't
that is
care.
true.
It'll take care of
That,
the funeral cost.
uh,
oh my God.
Ooh, I
Okay,
like those.
yeah, a Christmas nail. I
Fire
wish you
engine
could
red.
see the sparkle. I wish you could see the sparkle because there's a really good sparkle on them.
Oh, you can kind
okay.
of see it when you tip it with the light. You can kind of see some of the
Mhm.
glitter in there. It looks really nice.
Yeah, this is just a good December nail.
It is.
Mm.
But don't y'all think Teddy's paying too much of a penance? I mean, she's gone from a reasonably good looking husband to being
Oh,
dumb enough to go with somebody that's got buck teeth over there, like that Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed, the horse, looked better. And now she's going to end up with Kyle's sourpuss.
She ain't gonna end up
and,
with Kyle.
and
I
that
mean, just
whole
for
These
right
two
now.
are these two are on their late in life lesbian roller coaster. Now, as a sissy who's been around the block a time or two, I've dated men that have just come out in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 50s,
Right.
and it is it's a hard 5 years of navigation. Very
mm-hmm.
rarely do people, come out and then end up in a relationship very quickly. Like, I will say, like, we saw it with Rebecca. Like, she left her wife, she left her husband, and
Yes.
got with somebody else, and Jenna too. But those relationships, you also see, like, uh, Raquel, it lasted. Jenna, it did not.
I
Like,
think
And
for most women, you see like a lot of that need to be in a long-term type settled relationship, especially as you get older. I think that
mm-hmm.
there's sort of like an internal push. It's that thing where society's kind of pushed it into you where it's like, oh, okay, by this
I
age I should
think
have the long-term settled relationship. So that
well,
tends to go that way. But also I know
mother
based
for
on
that
TikTok
though.
that lesbians tend to move at hyperspeed. So at least that's what I got off of TikTok. And I was like, okay, this makes sense for all my sister's relationships, but I was hoping hers were not the norm, considering she met most of her girlfriends while she was in jail.
What? Who?
Look, she made friends in there and then she kept some of them. So I don't know what to say about her.
Oh my god, ma'am.
What? Why lie? I'm not ashamed.
No, I forgive me, but I actually blame Kyle's mother for how she's acting like
Oh
right
my
now.
God, yes.
For like how she's acting so wild with it in her grown age.
I
in
know
that.
she had that
It's
teenage
new.
year last year, like on the
Uh-huh.
It's
shows.
new. It's new. This is a new virginity. This is, a new, this is so new for her. And to finally also be out loud and in public with it. Like
Yep.
I get it. I
Yes.
get it. I've seen the star in the eyes, and she's finally gotten the dew off the lily.
Yes.
You
Yes. Finally
mean
discovered what that
versus
butt up
not an
top is for.
asshole?
I mean, I get it. I understand it, but I do think that Kyle's upbringing, I think you're right in a way in that Kyle's upbringing, especially since she's the youngest of the three, I
Mm-hmm.
think that the way that we see her react, her being so sensitive and all of that, and expecting people to cater to her, I think that's being the youngest. And Lord knows what Big Kathy put those girls through. But I do think she's been babied a lot throughout her entire life, and that's why she expects it to continue. So when Dorit was basically like, "F you, shut up and listen," that's why she was so shocked. She had that look on her face like somebody just slapped her with a fish across the face. It was ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, as the youngest, I think she does have the hooks in her from her mother than
Yes.
Big Kathy, who did marry into, like, she basically succeeded in her mother's teachings of getting, a really rich man.
But that's
And
also what's expected of the oldest is that you follow through on what the plan is in order to sort of yank everybody up. And so that's what little Kathy did was, she really followed whatever Big Kathy wanted in that plan and it worked for her.
yeah, and Kim, I guess, I mean, she was like, for before little Kathy got, uh, the marriage, Kim was like, quote unquote, the breadwinner
Yes.
with her, her deals as an actress, though, and but she had to deal with a lot.
I'm interested to find out what really went on with Big Kathy, like behind the scenes and not the edited crap they keep trying to feed us.
I
Uh,
think it's like a lot of like uh
she was a pimp.
eating disorders
Yeah.
and like all that.
Big Kathy was a pimp, and and put them girls out. Uh, and that's why Kathy never wanted that story told.
Mm.
It was very, here's your one chance, fancy, don't let me down, and I guess they did.
I
Them
mean,
girls, she put them girls out, and they became Hollywood's finest.
do you
Well, I
think
think didn't Big Kathy also
was
get
like
herself out there and
Yep,
meet? That's how she met
honey,
certain men.
she was turning tricks in the Rainbow Room.
Yeah.
when she was like a minor? Oh man.
No, 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 no,
No, Big
no.
Kathy was just out there and she had a talent for
She was a
finding rich
woman that
men.
would always be at a Regency. She knew which hotels the men were at and
Oh, okay.
how to dress and what perfume, and she also knew like what type of woman to be to
Yes.
attract these type of men
Oh,
that you would be the woman they would want to marry. She taught them how to be blonde. She taught them how to be feminine. She taught them how to be, intelligent, like how to be dollar princesses, where like this is like you're the type of woman that the elevated man will marry.
I
And
bet
right.
you
you're
that's where Big Kathy got, or I bet you that's where Little Kathy got that baby voice, that thing
Yep,
that Paris Hilton likes to do.
yep,
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I
exactly.
thought,
A little Marilyn Monroe.
Yes.
yeah, I thought it was a little darker than that. Okay, my bad. Because
But no, I just wanted to get in here and throw my 2 cents in and just sort of check in this evening. But uh Kyle, I understand. I do. I get it. She's got her shiny new toy, and she's also got her new life and this new open road, especially now that she's come out. And by her toy, I mean she's finally discovered what the pearl at the
Mauricio knew how to. I think he knew how to make her.
It's with
Not
the women, it's different. Also, she's being authentic. I think like I've never been in heterosexual love, but I've definitely had bi friends, and they're like, it's very different. It's very different.
My friends, even though I've spent my life as an asexual, my friends, I can honestly say when we get together, we do talk. And and even from your mothers, you hear certain things and you do talk, and it's a very different experience for women, and it's not as simple. And so, and it's different amongst each woman. But what is said is that a lot of times, the more good looking the man, the less they can hit it right. So
Mm,
for Mauricio, who knows? He might just, he might be just good looking. He might be talented. Who knows? I mean, I didn't really watch his dancing, but, you know, and that will tell you that usually will tell a woman most of what she needs to know is that rhythm. So, but, but yeah, so I'm interested to see where this goes, although if and it was somebody who said it the other day that Kyle thinks she's being open and honest about her life, even though to the rest of us she's not.
yeah.
She's still holding back. So I'm interested to see if there's going to be any kind of thing or honesty that comes out either in this season or in a subsequent season. But honestly, if she doesn't make things more apparent that are going on in her life within maybe not this season, but the next one, I why are they keeping her?
She's
Just no.
alumni.
And honestly,
Because she's like the poster of the show. Why do they
Mhm.
keep Giselle? Although they might be getting rid of her after this
Yeah,
season one.
Potomac.
yes,
Uh,
I think that they're going to go ahead and get rid of her and Ashley, and then I honestly hope that they go more with like a Jennifer Tilly type route because Jennifer
yeah,
Tilly, at least she's fun, she's quirky, and
money.
you get to enjoy much more of the Hollywood style than you do with the others.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love the after show. When I can see Garcelle, Jennifer, and Sutton together and they're just talking their ish, I love it. I'm like, yes, let me know. Because, like, the way that Jennifer
My
Tilly
God,
said,
I
she's like,
met.
when PK let Dorit know that he was divorcing her,
Oh,
I was like,
not
yes.
let her know.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
that is what Jennifer Tilly said. She says it on the after show. And even Garcelle was like, "Oh my God, not let her know." She's like, "Well, he did. Isn't that what happened?" You know.
I
And then
love.
with Sutton telling people like, "Oh, well, you need," and Sutton saying that you need to file his time, Kyle. And Jennifer's just like, "We can't let you go anywhere by yourself." She just cleans it up real nice. So I really do enjoy seeing the three of them. If they had a show with just the three of them getting into stuff, I would love to see it because they give
Mm,
off like a Lucy and Ethel type energy.
I
yes,
do
yes.
like
That's
that.
it.
I like them. They're wonderful. They make the after show happen.
How do
But
you like?
well, I'm gonna go ahead and dip out and I'll keep watching, but I'm a little tired. So y'all have a good night. It was wonderful talking to you, Alex. And yes, they do need to go ahead and have your name put in there. Although you should wear a little name tag that says, "Hello, I'm that man."
Oh, I'm going to have a
How?
whole troll costume.
Yes,
And
please.
I'm going to walk around and be I'm Dorit's troll.
Oh my God, I love it. I do hope that they one day have you on Watch What Happens Live, like even whether it's
Oh,
at the
I
bar or
will
at the seat. I
have.
would love to see you do that.
I really out of this, I want to host a panel at BravoCon. Like I'm
Okay.
not like I don't want to do the bartender because it's like that's nowhere near enough attention. That's a blip.
I understand.
I'm getting that on from the clip that I've done at BravoCon now.
Mm,
I need something talky.
I
uh,
love it. I would love a panel of just your questions, the messiest questions you can ask. And I
Ooh.
think it would be the best thing ever. I would watch that. I would watch it over and over because I know it would set some shit on fire. I love it.
yes.
Well, y'all have a good night. I'm gonna dip out.
You too.
You too. Thank you so much for joining us. Um, Giselle, girl, everybody is saying Giselle needs a new style.
Oh my God.
I mean,
And
that stylist has got to be feeling pretty bad about whoever they themselves because it's been two shitty seasons. It's just very frocky, drapey.
mhm.
It looks cheap.
And
It
that's
looks cheap. And your first season, you came in like Dominique Devereaux, looking all good in that beautiful white suit. I,
Mm-hmm.
and just
And I
the
had
just
hope for her this season
I had vision for you.
because
I had vision for you. And you showing up in these jokey and these slap that shit up on your head and call it macaroni wigs. That's a
stop,
mom target
stop.
wig.
It
That's a
is
mom
to
target
go
wig.
to the grocery store. And I had hope for her this season, but it's like, no, it's not looking good. It's just too rich, and honestly, her personality is too vibrant for her to be wearing this kind of stuff. It's like I want better for her, but it's not looking because I know she hears this. She sees this on, Twitter and Instagram. It was like she knows there's an issue. But
Oh,
hey, if she's comfortable.
I would say that like there's a way to be comfortable and stylish.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for
'Cause
goodness sakes, LA. It's like or Beverly Hills. It's like, yeah, of course, most people look comfortable, but it's like,
and
God
also,
damn.
girl, Bo's mom.
Uh,
Bo's mom. Hold
that's
on.
how you.
I'm gonna pull up a picture of her on the after show right quick. Because I like this is Giselle. You are in danger, girl, because
Mm,
Bozma is
it's
out
for the
dressing
net.
you. What? Hold on. Let's see. Uh let's see. Share this tab and add to stage.
Oh,
Look
oh,
at this.
that color.
Stunning. Skin, lip,
Yes,
hair.
not that.
And
No.
stop showing her in this damn
What is she
just don't want
wearing?
it to play any sound. Let's see.
Oh,
I mean, look at those shoes.
oh,
Look
the
at those. Those are
shoes.
Giuseppe Antiano's. She's giving legs. She's giving skin. She's giving this beautiful waterfall hair. Giselle, you got to step it up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not a fan of the headpiece. A little bit. It looks a little there, but like everything
Rose
else.
seems very genuine, and I think Dorit is ready to put down some of the pretense pick me energy she's had in the past. Black girl, exactly. Black girl magic. She is giving black girl magic. Those shoes, honey. That
Yeah.
shoe, baby,
Uh,
that shoe.
it
Mm.
looks like Bree is wearing sweatpants next to her. Like, look
And
at
it's
her.
her style, and then it's also like she has her own hairline. It's like you're gonna have to hook Garcelle up with some of your hair because that wig she got on it's
Not
just look like when you can't this is gonna make you step your style up because now Erica's style's gone down a little bit now that she broke, but you gonna have to step it up now. Bose is into the building.
Mm-hmm. And it's
What?
like Garcelle, like you can look like this 24/7 any day of the day the year. Why are you not? And I hope Bozeman actually talks to her about that. It's like, girl,
I
you're
I
worth more.
definitely feel like we're gonna see Garcelle next season step her fashion game up. I hope
Mm,
we do
I
because
hope, but
Rose is like running circles around you when it comes to style.
it is. And it's like, honestly, like I feel like she can still have her own style because I do feel like Garcelle has a style she wants, but it's like the material is not up to par. the wigs for sure. That can never be a question of what's good. And it's like you can still be like, is she trying to be a cool mom or something, or like a hip like Gen Xer
I don't
or
know.
what? I don't know. Like we want better for you, Garcelle.
We really do.
Now Giselle, I've given up on like out of spite. Before it's like, oh, you're too pretty to be dressed like this, but I feel like inward comes outward, and that's with her fashion. So,
Oh, that is a good
but she's
one.
doing better without. I do think she's doing better without Rob now. So it's like, hey,
Rob the Throb.
Rob Dixon. But
Mm.
I hear actually Rob is about to go on Traders or something.
What?
Isn't
Wait,
Robin
Traders?
Dixon going on Traders?
Oh
Yeah.
God, she is.
Mm.
When does Traders season 3 come out?
Candy. I've been following
January
Candy
9th.
News.
Oh my God, January 9th, a month away. Oh, that's so good. That is such a perfect January show because January is always such a depressing month.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad Traders will be just what we freaking need.
To laugh at. You think she'll
Oh,
go
it's
home
been
early,
renewed
or
through season 5. And I
Mm.
think what I'll do in January is I'll just review like all of the traders. So that way, like every day in January, it'll be like either new traders or traders Australia or
Mm-hmm.
there's another one. I think Traders New Zealand.
Isn't there a Canada one? Oh, I'm pretty sure
Maybe.
because I think I saw some Drag Race girls on Canada too.
Wait, somebody said she's gonna get into it with Bob the drag queen. Oh, Rob Dixon? I don't think so.
No.
Bob the drag queen is going like I honestly feel like Bob's going to win.
Well, was she
Like
even a villain?
what?
Even Bob a villain? I don't see it. I see her
No, I
more.
think Bob is going to win either way. Like I feel because of how Peppermint was treated,
Mm.
I feel like they're gonna be like, oh no, we do not want to. We're gonna have Bob come on and win, and it is very interesting to see like how like racism is playing into all of these competition games, and just by and racism and homophobia and just a lot of all the biases and the isms because
Mm-hmm.
now everybody can see it and they're calling it out and on social media in real time. And the producers are like, no, you didn't say that. And now it's like, and now we have to talk about it.
I mean, you are like this whole premise of the show is bringing in some of the more, not the most what's the word if you're not, socially aware people, because sometimes they're just, a villain because, they're just unlikable, and sometimes that comes with the isms. So yeah, I feel like these producers are going to be doing that. Oh no, you did not just say that. Especially with the current climate.
Right. 100%. I mean, some people even said the way Kyle said that man was dripping with undertone. And I was like, no, no, it wasn't. That was, I didn't, there wasn't anything like I know she knows me, but, well, she does now at this point. But that man was fine. He was very
Okay.
rude about Jenny.
And that bad.
And that when that man said, oh my God,
I'm glad you
I
laughed
cannot
at it.
believe that she keeps bringing it up. It's like, girl, what nobody like, if you hadn't brought it up at the reunion, like that moment would have made it, like the moment did make page 6. It did make page 6. It did make a couple of vlogs. It was like a cute little woo moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that's all it was going to be. But you are resurrecting it. I mean, honey, she said, I'm going to keep this moment alive.
Mm-hmm. Because she
She was, I
is.
cannot believe he had the nerve to ask me that. And so I'm going to keep bringing it up and having Bravo replay it. And it's like, ma'am, do you think I'm embarrassed? Do you think in any
No.
way it's negatively affecting me? Maybe she does.
I mean, like, even that question wasn't even really. I mean, obviously, you're the one that asked it, so correct me if I'm wrong. Uh, it wasn't really towards her of the ire. It's really like Teddy doesn't bring anything, so why are you bringing her? You know, so
And,
it's like,
and also, none of them like her. And it's like the fact that they don't like her is the plot line on the show.
uh-huh. Every time she comes on screen, every single woman other than Kyle is like, why are you here? And it's like even the nicer ones like Garcelle is like, girl, why? Why? And it's like Teddy's not an awful person, like even personality wise. It's just like, why are you here?
Oh, why is she here?
And it's like, I think like the first season after she was like kind of, because I always forget, was Teddy even a housewife or just always a friend of?
Oh, yeah, she was a housewife.
Okay, so when she was demoted and she was still being brought in, I know they were like, okay, happens to the best of us. But I think after the second season, she was still being brought on. I think they really were like, now, girl, why are you still here? You got kicked off for a reason.
I mean, the
Uh,
fact that
and
she's now
now, mm, did you call her a dad?
I just need Sutton or Garcelle to bring me on.
Oh, I think Garcelle would love you on the show.
Let's see. I got to reach out to people. Who knows Garcelle's people?
Hmm. I mean, I
That,
like Crystal more than Teddy, and I thought Crystal was a little too dry with her own.
okay, this is how old I am. I am having a snack of a salad.
Oh my god!
That's how old I am. That a snack is a salad.
And I know you're
Maturity
just
is
like,
just like, I'm going to start wearing white New Balances in a minute. Like, I can't.
No, don't
I'm
go
turning
into
into,
that light.
I'm turning into my parents.
Oh no, Alex, well.
I've got a
It's okay.
holiday nail and a snack of a salad. Although I did put croutons in. So
Okay, you know, you're still fun. But again, oh, I thought the am the ambulance came
no,
back.
that was just somebody screaming. That was just one
Oh,
person screaming.
oh, oh my goodness, what? Mm.
I don't have any
But
cheese.
with
Oh,
no,
but
I
go
don't
on.
like cheese in my salad.
I like feta.
Oh, yeah, a good feta, good. I like feta. But with Kyle, with this whole thing bringing you up, I really do feel like you just in the windmills her mind. Well, not like that. I don't think she's obsessed, but it's like,
Um, Damn near. I
I
have
mean,
been
if she was
on.
time, then yes, I would say she's obsessed, and it's like, girl.
I am like. I'm not gonna say obsessed, but it is odd that we've never officially met. I asked
Mm-hmm.
one question at a convention, and you have turned this into your personality.
Mm.
Like
Is this?
the fact that you have the fact that I am mentioned and like am in frame. I'm in frame. The fact that, like, Dorit's like, I don't want to bring any attention to this troll. But I love how they were like, but we're gonna bring attention to this troll.
This troll.
I want to play the clip, but I'm like, you know how copyright can be.
How are you outdressing Dorit right now?
Girl.
Look at you. You got a good
Ripping the
start.
runway. Just a little, just casual. Just a little casual. I had on a good boat shoe to complete the look. What is that? The shirt by Tommy Hilfiger, scarf by Ralph Lauren, undershirt by Lucky.
Oh,
And the jeans are laser jeans.
Roger. And looking way better than Dorit, the fashion icon of the show, apparently to some fans. I don't see it, but hey. But yeah, like it's just,
Dorit looks like she's going to the funeral for her marriage.
and yeah, I that is like an everyday occurrence to her. So like, yeah, at least she's on theme.
Oh, and I have on a silver nail from Zoya.
Mm. Yeah, looking good, Alex. So when they're bringing you up, it's like they're acting like you were just screaming at them of this opinion of yours, like it was just, thrusted upon them and all this. And it's like they never ever had the thought of Teddy being, not needed or wanted. But it's like, no, it's like all you've been thinking this. And more importantly, it's like, it feels almost weird they're bringing BravoCon onto the show. It's like a breaking of the fourth wall in a sense, and I don't think they're realizing how weird it is, to bring a fan onto the show like this.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this is a one in a quadrillion.
Yeah, I agree with Natty M. Alex, you're their storyline, and that's so odd. And it's like, I think you're amazing, Alex, but I don't think these women should be using you as a way to like almost talk. It's just a weird thing to me. I can't even really explain the weirdness, but it feels like they're almost like criticizing production in a way about Teddy, but they're now using you. You know, that's how I'm feeling with this.
Mm, maybe that, like, I don't know. Maybe this is a way of Kyle to complain about BravoCon and people being able to ask questions.
Oh,
Although it's like, well, then don't go.
yeah. I mean, she does come from a family that basically were like celebrities were like, you know, don't touch me, peasant, or don't even be in my presence. Even though, like, she tries to act like she's kind of down to earth, but Kyle never gives that actual impression.
Yes, it was. Oh my God. This person really had the nerve to question me like Andy Cohen. You damn Skippy. I put you on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, he did not. Exactly. BravoCon is our forum. I paid how much to ask you that question?
That's true. And this is why we have GoFundMe's, y'all, because
Mm-hmm. Oh
stuff
my
like,
God.
can you imagine if she tried to kick you out too? If she was that incensed?
No, because it wasn't that kind of a question.
But the way she's
And that
acting.
was the thing. It was like, you could be upset about it, but it was well within the rules of the game. So
Uh,
it's like, okay, there's nothing wrong with that question. It wasn't disrespectful to anyone in any way. We weren't calling people out. Like, there was no way to ignore it or to,
mm,
like, move around it. It was like, no, that's a very bad. And then the audience roaring with approval.
yeah.
And that was another thing. The audience's roar of approval, it was, no, we all are saying, answer it, answer it. Finally, somebody said it. Now everybody was, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
have
I'm
to
just
say that
the
roar of applause
yes.
in that room.
Mm, that probably
And
pissed her
we
off.
are not worthy. I am so mad. I cannot find any footage. I have like one clip, but Sutton was going, when I asked that, she was going, we are not worthy. Thank you. I'm telling you, like, there's one clip of her doing that out there, and I'm pissed that that is not what went viral too.
Mm. Kyle
Because
got
they were
that.
like,
Now.
there was no way out of that question for her. And I'm telling you, the way Anne Marie whipped that ponytail around and looked at me, like, girl, I'm more relevant than you now.
Oh my goodness.
You should have whipped that ponytail around and looked for your plot line.
And she'd be still there.
Oh, my GoFundMe page. Hold on. Let me put that in the shabobo.
Mm.
Thank you. Thank y'all so much.
Oh.
Alex, um, do I know what Mark, I'm in. I don't want to see Beverly Hills, but I want to see you. Do you follow me on Instagram? I got the clip up on my Instagram.
Yes. So,
If you don't want to watch, like, I let me see. Hold on. I can pull it up. Are you watching it on Peacock? Because I'm at like the last little bit of the episode.
I think you might be on the reunion this season too. If they keep on talking about this.
Girl, I honestly am like, am I going to be on the reunion? Am I going to be on what is it? Am I gonna be on next? Am I gonna be on another episode? Because if I'm on one more episode, it's I'm officially famous.
It's
Like,
like
Bravo needs to just go on and send a contract at that point.
mm-hmm. Send you and Chris pop roast.
Real.
Because it's like I'm not saying you're being bullied or anything, but it's like you guys are like kind of abusing your platform in a sense because it's like it's almost like they're trying to say not say but like trying to like not intimidate but it's like almost trying to pressure fans not to be so outspoken, or at least on BravoCon.
I don't know. I I I think honestly this will create more people that will be copycats than me to try to get a viral moment.
True, because that the wit is ruthless. The
I mean, my subscribers have been going up ever since. Like, I'm gonna ride this till the wheels fall off. This is full free press and promo.
hmm I mean, no offense, but like I cackled when I first saw it, but I kind of forgot about it until they brought it up last reunion, and now they're doing it again, and it's like, huh? Like, thanks. Like, I love it when Alex is, being, promoted, especially on Bravo after you've been like basically, in my opinion, one of the main reasons why people still talk about Bravo with, Black YouTube and just the what do you call, not the fandom of Bravo with housewives especially.
Maybe this is Bravo's way of soft launching me.
True.
They may be like, okay, we're going to see how the audience responds to him. And if it's favorable, we'll let him be that way.
I mean, like, they really do need to tap into some of the reviewers that have been here for decades right now. Like Sports Rock,
Because the truth
you.
is, some of us are more popular than the wives at this point.
Oh, for
And
sure, especially the smaller house.
longevity. Ooh, that is a point. Proven longevity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like some of the newer ones, like shoot, if they start their own YouTube, they'll get happier view for videos. And it's just like name like, alumni who have been here for years are the ones still talked about. The new ones scrounging for relevance.
I am going to
That's
get
why
back
they're
to
not going to get rid of. Say that again, Alex.
um. How can you get a viral moment if they don't include your name to tell people where they can find you? Where's the credit? They're using me so much. People are now looking to see who is that man. And also, that's why
I
I
mean,
started the petition.
I mean,
But
all
like,
the Bravo Twitter and all that. When they post the video with your clip, I
people are
I see at
tagging me.
least five. Yep,
Yeah,
at
lots
least
of
five
people
people
are
are
tagging me in
Alexander.
it. I just got to do the interview with Bravo and Blaze, like, because the moment's being talked about so much, like people are like, oh yeah, I know that guy, that's Alex. And so people are, it's starting to filter through, because if they had just used it last reunion, it would have been one thing, but now it's like in the episode and the after show. Will I be
Crazy.
tuning into Southern Charm? I'm gonna give it a try.
Which one? Because
Southern Charm.
there's, I think there's like three of them. The first
The
one,
one that just started.
uh, I forget which one that one is. It's just the very first one that franchise. Uh, awful people, but yeah, yeah, give it a try, Alex. You might like it.
Let's see. I will figure out how to incorporate that man into my outfit. Or I may just wear the same thing.
No, you give her flashbacks, PTSD.
Exactly. I'm like, well, you know what? This outfit worked so well the last time. Why not give a repeat?
hmm Oh man.
You know what? I'll get a black shirt and I'll have a
Huh?
white scarf.
Shoot.
Because it's drafty in the in there. You actually like I actually liked having
Yeah.
the scarf.
I mean, with all those people, you gotta have good AC, or they're gonna be dropping like flies.
Mm-hmm.
But Kyle, was it the Streisand effect? It's basically that. It's like you're just talking too much, and it's like
That's what
just.
this is. I am being Streisand affected.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, like, this, like, it's gonna go on all season. And I may be in the damn reunion. I may be reunion to BravoCon.
And it's
And then
like,
when I get to BravoCon, whose show will I get? You know, I'm gonna be asking disrespectful questions.
stop.
So, whose show am I going to be on next season? Will I be on
Mm.
New York and New Jersey, Potomac
Oh,
and Atlanta? Because I
you
like
desperately need something because, oof, them girls.
they're
Dare I
probably
say?
mad they didn't cast me on Martha's Vineyard.
Oh no.
I wouldn't have done it, but
Mm.
not with that cast.
I mean, Andy can probably finance you. You know, you
What?
seem his. I'm trying to find you a man, Alex.
Andy is not. No, no, Lord, no. That's not a man. That's a headache.
Oh,
Andy Cohen is not what I'm looking for. I don't want anybody that public or that flashy. I
yeah.
want someone stable. I want someone stable. I want someone stable. In white New Balances.
Mm, mm,
Driving a Subaru. Subaru. I want Subaru money. Because that way I know you ain't blowing your money on that damn car. I know, but I know your house is nice as hell.
mhm,
And I know the food. God, the food's gonna be amazing. That's what I want. I want somebody who blows money at the bakery.
mhm. Oh yeah, Andy looks like he like drinks cucumber water and that's his breakfast.
Yeah, no, I don't need that. No, I've never watched Southern Charm on Bravo. I don't know why. It just escaped me. You know, I watched Southern Charm New Orleans. I
Yes.
did. I watched Southern Charm New Orleans for 2 seasons and then they ended it.
Yeah. I think one of the white castmates was did something. I believe
Yeah,
that's
a lot like he was having some troubles. It was really sad.
yeah,
Like
and the people just said, "Hey, we're not gonna come back," and it's like, okay. But the original ones, yeah, it's just a lot of white Southern hospitality. I would say you'll figure it out if you watch.
well. Well, on that note, it is 11:13 and I'm going to have myself some oatmeal before bed. But I want to thank you for joining me and I will see y'all soon.
Okay,
Asana.
Alex. Thanks for